Guys, Bitcoin has dropped finally. I was expecting Bitcoin to take out 58k. As I was saying, guys, that Bitcoin has been building up some very strong potential signs of weakness, especially because we had seen literally longs enter for a full period of 5 days. However, price wasn't actually moving, and I told you guys that that would be the most perfect scenario for actually taking a potential long, and I'm going to potentially be doing this today in a matter of minutes. Bitcoin is dropping. It kept on dropping on Thursday, and also today we saw the rise all the way higher to 60.5, and I told you guys that with the amount of liquidity we have got on Bitcoin, with the amount of longs that were entering randomly and stupidly with all the respect with the past 5 days or so, I told you guys that the most painful and also perfect scenario for us to catch an amazing long would be for a 70-80% expectation of us to take out this low, so then finally we can potentially take out an amazing long. And this is exactly why I'm actually pumped for taking the long, not only because Bitcoin would be liquidating and stopping out every single previous long position, however also most importantly that Bitcoin is currently within the most important higher time frame support zone. As I told you guys, if you go on a daily time frame and just take a random very strong pull that literally encapsulates the past 6 or 7 years worth of price action, we can see and tell that Bitcoin is currently hitting not an exact level but more of a zone that is the most or has the most amount of longs or purchases and also selling, the most amount of volume literally built up between 58k and also around 54k. And I told you guys that would be the ideal scenario not only to buy spot Bitcoin, which I've done and I made a full I guess individual video about, but also more importantly as a day trader for me to understand the context of this being a very strong support. Once I understand that, I then go on the lower time frame, I mix the reading of that with also reading the order flow, expect lower on Bitcoin as we've been doing for the past days, and then now get ready for potentially taking the long. Again guys, I'm not randomly going to be jumping into a long upon us faking out the low we made on last week's Thursday, and more importantly and I guess mainly would be focused on the reaction and also obviously the order flow. Again guys, for those that would love to check it out, again just to quickly make it very obvious for you guys that we have been waiting for the market to actually stop out and liquidate the previous long. So I'm going to be waiting for 2 or 3 main things. Obviously it does matter how much, or it does actually matter how much we actually drop and then reclaim the level. So right now not only do we need to fake out the 58k last Thursday low, but also we then need to see the reclaim. And also I do want to see a good amount of longs being here liquidated, getting stopped out, and also preferably seeing shorts entering. The most perfect way of entering the long are 2 key things. First of all, we need to see the market kick out the previous longs, and also preferably the second key thing is actually seeing shorts randomly stupidly entering at the bottom, getting scared, opening random shorts for no reason, even though Bitcoin has been dropping. Hence why I always tell you guys, stop taking shorts when it's dropping. If a lot of people actually do get shorts and take shorts upon us faking out and go below, I'm not going to be randomly taking the long. But if Bitcoin was to then reclaim 58k, I'm just ready to finally catch the long. Again, as I told you guys, this is good. However, we need to see the fake out, the drop, and the reclaim for hopefully entering the long. If Bitcoin loses 58, goes to 57, loses 57, I'm not going to be randomly jumping into the long.